Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Carter. Welcome to another Second and 10 football as we do the NFL 2018 tournament in Super Bowl winners, losers, and friends tourney. So to explain this 2018 tourney that, it's not one team per franchise. I wish it was in a sense because then, you have one team from each city that had a USFL team, a World Football League team, an AAFC team, AFL, and of course, Europe, which would have been cool, but I decided to forego that and just do it NFL based. So every Super Bowl winner and loser, the 59 winners and losers, 118 teams are in this tournament. Um, so that does not make 128 teams. So what I did was I had some non NFL leagues like the AAFC, the World Football League, NFL Europe, the World Football League, USFL, and then have a mini tournament with those playoff winners. And the top two teams from that one got to qualify for the 128 team tourney, which was Rhine in 2018, 1999 Rhine, and the 1948 Cleveland Browns from the AAFC. So one NFL Europe team and one AAFC team made it through. And then the AFL, all the playoff winners that did not get to the Super Bowl, because the last four actually did get to the Super Bowl, but in real life. So we had two teams. So that makes 122. Two teams from what did I do? Well, okay. A team from the 30s, a team from the 40s. All the NFL champions from the 30s and 40s battled the 33 Bears and the 48 Eagles, I think it was. They end up qualifying, so that is another six. So that we go to 124. Now we need four teams. Of course, every Super Bowl winner and loser, like there were 28 franchises that have a team in it, but the other four teams, Detroit, Jacksonville, Houston, and Cleveland, don't have a team. Cleveland was represented by the 1964 team, the last team to win an NFL/Super Bowl title. Detroit represented by the 1957 team, same deal, the last time they won a championship. Jacksonville represented by the 1999 team that went 14-2, were the top team in the AFC. They crushed Miami and sent Dan Marino into retirement in the playoffs before losing at home to the Titans. And Jacksonville's three losses, two in the regular season, one in the postseason, all were to the same freaking opponent, the Titans. And Houston, represented by the 2019 Texans, who made that big wild card comeback against Buffalo, and then they had Kansas City on the ropes, but forgot to finish the job. So let's take a look at the teams so far who have played. The 90 Bills beat the 81 Bengals. The 33 Bears crushed the 11 Giants. The 64 Browns survived 03 Carolina. 77 Dallas survived 09 Indy. 97 Denver beat up on 2018 New England. 66 Green Bay beat up on 23 San Francisco. 06 Indy crushed 2019 Kansas City. 2024 Eagles won in overtime against the 08 Cardinals. The 18 Rams took care of the 68 Baltimore Colts in an upset. The 80 Raiders won in overtime over the 92 Cowboys. The 57 Lions won in overtime against the 2000 Giants. The 97 Packers survived the 88 Bengals. The 66 Chiefs survived the 2020 Bucks. The 73 Dolphins won late against their 73 rivals Minnesota. 74 Minnesota beat up on 91 Buffalo. The 2015 Broncos beat up on the 2015 Carolina team, doing the Super Bowl thing again. 85 Bears beat up on 2019 Houston. 48 Cleveland beat up on 82 Washington. 72 Miami survived 76 Minnesota. And Ryan shocked the 81 Niners. So we are playing 6 games per week. So we are going to be focusing on all these matchups. The matchup of matchups. The matchups of matchups will be in Kansas City. It's the 2000 Ravens take on the 2023 Chiefs. Otherwise, we're going to be going cross country for this thing. Our first stop is in New Jersey as the 07 Giants host the 08 Steelers. Daryl Stapleton at guard, so it's Warren. Max Starks, Justin Hartley, Chris Chiumetto, and Willie Colon on the offensive line. The Giants will be represented by on the D line by Mike Strahan, Fred Robbins, Barry Cofield, Jose Uemura, Ontario Pierce, Karika Mitchell, and Mateus Cueta are your linebackers. Sam Madison, Jubal Wilson, and Aaron Ross are there. James Butler is not, so Webster has to play safety. The 08 Steelers won the Super Bowl against Arizona, one of the greatest Super Bowls ever played. And of course, we all know about the toe tap percentage.
First down.
Jacobs, Madison, Hitchcock, your running backs, Classical Burris, Forrest, Amani Tudor, Jeremy Shockey, your receivers, William McKenzie, your receiver, John Harrow, Christie, David Deal are your offensive line, Pittsburgh's D-line, Aaron Smith, Casey Hampton, right, so James Ferrier, James Harrison, Lamar Woodley, Barry Cook, linebackers, Ike Taylor, Ryan Clark, Troy Polon, and Lee Gay are your defensive backs. You also have a Giants fan because that's the team that won the 2008 Super Bowl. Beating up on New England and ruining their perfect season because the Pats had won every regular season game and playoff game. So of course we all know about Eli getting out of that big sack and throwing out the David Tyree's catch.
First down. Touchdown, Giants. Two-point conversion.
They're going to kick the field goal.
Good.
That's the Giants running back. It's over. It is over. The Steelers in 24-18 and give me a bit of satisfaction when we also have the Giants back in the box. Willie Parker, 107 yards running. He is your MVP of the game. Out of field goals, Giants had 4 of them? Yeah, Giants had 4 of them times before field goals. The former CFLer. Did you know Lawrence Tynes was with the CFL? It was about a field goals between him and Reed. And Willie Parker got a touchdown on Roethlisberger to Ward, and then Ward to Roethlisberger. No, Roethlisberger to Ward for 2 points, make it 21, and then they scored 24. Roethlisberger 15 for 24, 179, and a touchdown, 107 for Parker running. Eli 23 for 34, only 186. Nasty. Pittsburgh's defense followed them, and we'll move on to round 2. All right, on to Miami now, as they'll take on the 2012 Ravens take on the 71 Dolphins.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen.
Texas home. We're at Orange Bowl at the 20-yard line. That's right. Bobby Greasy will be your quarterback for the Dolphins. Ray Zonka, Jim Kidd, part of the three-headed horseman. Running quarterback, Berkeley Morris, will also be coming in too. Cole Warfield, Howard Twilley, and Mark Fleming are your receivers. Offensive line, Warren Evans, Bob Kuchenberg, Bob DeMarco, Larry Little, and Doug Kusan. Baltimore's defensive line, 2012. Nagata, Terrence Cody, and Cornell McPhee. 4 linebackers, Darrell Ellaby, Jermaine McClain, Courtney Upshaw, and Terrell Sellers. That Ray Lewis was on this team. Or sometimes Ray Lewis. Defensive backs, Corey Graham, Ed Reed, and Kerry Williams are healthy. Promoter is a fantastic receiver. The 71 Dolphins, the team that did not go perfect. That's what people forget. It's the 72 Dolphins that won the Super Bowl. These are the 71 Dolphins that went to Super Bowl 6 and 72 as the AFC champs and got beaten up by Dallas while losing to separate a 20-plus yard sack. And it's 2nd and 8.
First down.
Michael Bolden, Torrey Smith, and Dennis Pitta are your receivers. Michael Ogre, the Lineside guy. Ja Reed, Matt Burke, Marshall Yanda, and Kochi Osamili are your offensive line. And Bill Stanfield, Bob Hines, Manny Fernandez, and Jim Brown. Eli, Nick Buconti, Mike Coleman, and Doug Smith. Your linebackers, Tim Foley, Jake Scott, Dick Anderson, and Curtis Johnson are your Eagles. The 2012 Ravens, you're not supposed to win your Denver divisional round, but thanks to Jacoby Jones, R.I.P., that great pass from Flacco under a minute left in regulation. Post overtime, double overtime, they beat like that for the AFC title, and then they went on to win the Super Bowl against the Niners. They did it for Martin Odell, who died earlier that year.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start. Offense. Illegal use of hands. Receiving team.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
We're always in control, and when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
Good.
Touchdown, Ravens.
The extra point is good.
Touchdown, Ravens.
It's good.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
We're always in control, and when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
The kick is good.
Third quarter, it's still time.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start.
Offense.
Offense.
Defense is
It's good.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
We're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
It's good.
now. Here we go once again.
Good.
Touchdown, Ravens.
2-point conversion is good. First down. Timeout, defense. Timeout, defense.
Are you ready? 7 yards? I think they'll get it. Pass, but it works. 2012 Ravens will win this game. Zonka did run for 100 yards. That's a good. But Flacco did 26 and Rice 113 running with 3 touchdowns. He's with the hat trick. Good game though. No field. Oh, I was gonna say no field goals. Oh no, Tucker made a few. Had to make a few in the red zone. So 12 Baltimore wins by a touchdown. We're going to Dallas. That's right. We're going to Dallas. So we're headed to Dallas. The 95 team taking on the 86 Giants. So we should be getting our third game underway. Only 6. Running the ball. 236. Bill Sims, a man from Moorhead State. Not really a football school. He's your pivot. Joe Morrison, Maurice Carpenter are your running back. Stacy Robinson, Bobby Lee Johnson, and Mark Bavaro are your receivers. Offensive line. Brad Benson, Bill Yard, Bart Oates, Chris Godfrey, and Connor Nelson. Dallas. Charles Haley, Leon Lett, Russell Merlin, and Tony Tomer. Linebackers, Dixon Evans, Bobby Miles. Larry Brown, Brock Merriam, Darren Woodson, Leon Sanders. 86 Giants. Sims with almost a perfect Super Bowl. Going 22 for 25. I think that's a record for completion percentage. And Dixon Evans. 1-4. Yep. Troy Aikman, the man from UCLA. Emmett Smith and Bruce Johnson running the ball. Michael are the triplets for Kevin Williams and Trey Novacek. Super Bowl. Mark Tunai, Laurie Allen, Ray Donaldson. 8 Reed and Eric Williams in the offensive line. Giants D-line, Leonard Marshall Jr. Number 4 linebackers. Quarterbacks, Harry Carson, Gary Reasons, and LT. Mark Collins, Kenny Hill, Terry Kennard, Perry Love. defensive backfield. The 95 Cowboys win the Super Bowl, even though coached by Switzer and not Jimmy Johnson, their third title in 4 years, which makes it a dynasty. And the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, or even appeared in the Super Bowl, or even had, and this is the last season that they actually got to the Final Four in the playoffs. Woo-hoo.
Live on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
Allow.
First down. First down.
Touchdown, Cowboys. This is good.
Joe Morris running 2 touchdowns. Aikman 17 for 26 for 82 with 2 interceptions. Wade Wilson 4 for 8, 55 yards and a touchdown. Sims 11 for 16, 125. That doesn't make sense. But they ran the ball. Morris almost got as many yards as rushing. Yeah, Memorial Wilson. 30 to 13, Giants edging. So the first 3 games have been won by the road team. Now we're on to Denver. It's the 96 Broncos take on the 98 Broncos. I'm hoping for the Pats to win. Obviously, I'm a little biased. John Elway trying to ride up into the sunset with the title. In reality and fiction. Use your pivot. Terrell Davis and Howard Griffin are running the ball. Lives in and McCaffrey and Chen Sharp trying to catch those balls. Broncos on offensive line. Tony Jones, Daniel, Tom Lalen, Mark Schleich, and Harry Smith. Pats defensively. This team, the 96 team. Mike Jones, Io Segapamute, Mark Wheeler, and Will McGinnis. Will McGinnis was linebacker. Todd Collins, Ted Johnson, and Dwayne Sal. Linebackers, Ty Law, Gordon Malloy, Terry Reid. The Broncos started off 13-0. People forget about this team. Yeah, it was John Elway's last season. But these Broncos were 13-0, lost 2 straight, and then won their last game 14-2, and went off into the sunset with the Super Bowl in the third leg.
Live on the left in the passer. Defense. First down.
Oh my gosh, and he got hurt. He's not likely to return. I think this was the year when you could get a Tm NFL start because of
First down.
First down TD.
First down. First down.
Bledsoe's team. This was the 90s. Where he was supposed to be the savior of the Patriots. Dave Megan and Mary Greer are your running backs. Terry Glenn, Sean Jefferson, and receivers. Bruce Armstrong, Willie Roberts, Dave Rollabo, Todd Rucci, and Max Lane are your defensive line. Broncos D line, Atem Musa, Keith Tractor Trailer, Trevor Price, and Neil Smith. Lola Minoski, John Mobley, and Glenn Contreras, your linebackers. Aaron Gordon, Eric Brown, Steve Adler, Ray Crocker, your DBs. The 96 Patriots, they did decent. Are they the 1 seed? No, they weren't the 1 seed. The Broncos were. The 96 Broncos were supposed to roll over the Jacksonville Jaguars, as the Rocky Mountain News put it. But the Broncos fell by 3 points. Then Jacksonville went into New England. The Pats won the AFC title, and then got beaten by the Packers 6-2. Andre Rison's touchdown catch, and also Desmond Howard's kickoff. 7-10.
First down.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start.
Offense.
Offense.
7 Broncos. Ellis back.
Good.
That's good, Broncos. Broncos, that's good. 5 minutes left.
Good.
We're gonna play through the last time.
First down. First down. Timeout. Defense.
Flag on the play.
Encroachment. Defense.
Touchdown, Broncos.
First down.
And that's the first time the home team won today. Now it's time for the 85, another New England team. The 85 team will take on the 83 Raiders. They started at the 20, Jim Plunkett, with kind of his second comeback. It was the New England pick by the Patriots, but he failed. He did still open the backup to Derek Sweeney. He got hurt, so Plunkett got a chance. He won the Super Bowl in 81, and then Mark Wilson got hurt, so he played for the Raiders in 84. Marcus Allen and Frank Hawkins are the running backs. Cliff Branch coming along and Todd Christian are the receivers. For the 83 Raiders, Bruce Davis, Charlie Hanna, Dave Dalby, Ricky Morgan, and Henry Martin. For the 85 Pats, Julius Adams, Logan Owens, he's hurt, so Ferris has to come in with Henry Sims. Larry Cruz, Steve Nelson, Andre Tiffany, and John Blackman. Linebackers, four of them. DBs, Ray Claiborne, Fred Marion, Roland James, and Ronnie Lippett. 83 Raiders did a good job with the AFC. And then they took on the Washington Redskins, who had 500 points that season and beat them 349.
First down. First down. That's good.
Craig James and Robert Brothers and Rainlights. Odin Fire, Jerry Williams, and Ian Dawson. Not Glenn Dawson. New England's offensive line, Steve Ward, Ron Wooten, Keith Brock, John Hanna, and Brian Holloway. Raiders D line, Milo Zato, Archie Reese, and Aaron Long. Winning from number 2. Tag the Man, Stuart Hendricks, Ron Nelson, Rod Martin, and Matt Foley. Mike Hayes, Mike Davis, Fred McInerney, Buster Hayes. 85 pounds, shocked a lot of people like in the AFC over the Miami Dolphins. Who's that? And then, of course, who the Patriots are. And they're going to these Super Bowl 20 that's it.
It's good.
This is 85 pass. God. Wow. How many? See Brogan in a pivot.
Good.
Holy shit! That's a 60! Mark Wilson in the pivot. LA, I should say. Wow.
Touchdown.
I didn't see that coming. 61 points for the 85 Patriots. Unfucking real. Andre Tippett, but the defense is the most valuable player. Okay. Box score, Plunkett, 5 for 14, 60 yards. Mark Wilson, 5 for 6, 103. Touchdown. Cody Eason, 13 for 23, 176, 3 touchdowns on a pick. Rogan, 1 touchdown throw, 1 touchdown catch, and that was to get the touchdown. Oh, Stanley Morgan, I guess. Nice job. Morgan got 95 receiving yards. Wow, New England was on fire. 61 points. Bar field goal, Weathers touchdown run. Eason to Fryer for touchdown. Franklin field goal, Eason to Jones. Fumble return by Ingram. Eason to Morgan made it 38-6. Wilson to Barnwell for touchdown. Franklin field goal, Rogan to Stanley Morgan, and then a fumble return by Theoris. So New England had 2 touchdowns on special teams. And that was 4 points in the Raiders scored 61. I didn't expect that. I wonder who has the mark. Most points by one team. Well, no team had hit 40. The 06, yeah, the 06 Colts did it with 38 points. No one had 40. So yeah. Holy banana. What was the biggest blowout? Bears won by 30. And I think that was the only one by 20, right? How many teams won by more than 20? Pick up your totals. Cleveland won by 28. So that's only the 3rd time someone's won by more than 20 points out of 25. One more game. Baltimore, Kansas City. That should be a barn burner. Texas Tech. Pivot. Michael Perina running up to start. Kadarius Toney's Rashid Rice and Agnew receivers and Travis Kelsey. What's that? Anyway, Baltimore. Donovan Smith. Sorry, Kansas City. Donovan and Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Joe Tooney, and John Taylor for the line. Ravens on defense. Ron Burdett, Tony Siragusa, Sam Adams, and Murray, J.B. Sharper, Peter Bulwer, Ray Lewis, and linebackers. Wayne Starks, Rod Woodson, Tim Perry, and Chris McCows. The 2023 Chiefs rolled through. They played Buffalo in that famous AFC title game, and then they were down there. They had to win overtime with San Francisco.
Good.
Baltimore gets the ball back to the 34. Nobody's giving me this answer about the pivot and the soundbite. Who did the soundbite? Trent Dilfer. Well, I'll be. Well, he's your quarterback. Well, I'll be. With hired by Jerry Jones and Sam Cash running the ball. Andre Ishmael, Travis Taylor, and Shannon Sharp are your receivers. Harry Swain, Edwin Muratero, Jeff Mitchell, Mike Flynn, and Jonathan Upton are your defensive line. Michael Dana, Chris Jones, Derek Gennady, George Karlaftis, Leo Chanel, Willie Gay Jr., and Drew Tranquil. Your linebackers Trent McDuffie, Joshua Reed, Ryan Cook, and Marius Sneed. especially in the Super Bowl 35 against the Giants, giving up only 7 points, and that was a kicker.
First down.
Baltimore wins 31-3. Their defense just put a Jermaine Lewis with the punt return for a touchdown. He's looked clearly beat. I don't know. Oh, or something. Mahomes 25 for 51, 212. 3 interceptions. Gabbard threw for 8 yards and an interception. Dilfer 4 for 7, 75 yards and a touchdown. I can't believe it. And Jamal Lewis even threw for a 38-yard pass. That was to Padre Ishmael. Baltimore was 5 for 8. Passing the ball. They didn't pass the ball. And running the ball, they weren't really that great either. Lewis and Holmes didn't. It was just all about the special teams. And Lewis with the punt return, Stover field goal, and then Chris McAllister, that is, with the pick 6. Dilfrey Sharp for touchdown, Butker field goal, and then Harris with the pick 6. 31-3. Kansas City's offense only had 2 points. Jermaine Lewis scored more points than the Kansas City offense. Had Chris McAllister and Chris Harris score more points. This defense was fucking amazing. Kansas City had more passing yards because they passed out of passing. But look at the turnovers, 6-1. Whew. Well, the 48 Browns held the 82 Redskins to 3 points. So yeah, I guess so. 81 San Fran could score a touchdown against Ryan, of all people. And, well, the 2011 Giants couldn't score a touchdown against the 33 Bears. So, I think that's one of the best defensive, if not the best defensive moments ever. So, to recap the 6 games from today, the 86 Giants crushed the 95 Cowboys. The 98 Broncos and beat the 96 Pats. Little did people know that would be the only home team to win, the 98 Broncos. 2000 Ravens used their defense to their advantage. 85 Pats crushed the 83 Raiders and crushed them good. The 2012 Ravens scored a late touchdown to beat 71 Dolphins, and the 08 Steelers survived the 07 Giants in the fourth quarter. So, what do we have tomorrow? I mean, next time. 6 games next time. The 06 Bears head to Los Angeles to take on the 79 Rams. The 87 Broncos head to New York to face the 68 Jets in heavy rain, actually. The 77 Broncos will face the 2011 Patriots. The 2017 Patriots have a game against the 75 Cowboys. That will be actually in Atlanta at Fulton County Stadium. Well, one franchise cannot host 2 games. So the 2017 Patriots have been moved to Atlanta Fulton against Dallas. The 92 Bills will take on the 09 Saints. Good luck with that, Drew Brees. And the 89 Broncos head to Philly to take on the 2017 Eagles. Denver's got three of their Super Bowl teams playing that week, and they're all on the road. So yeah, it's gonna be like, how are you gonna find time for these teams and all that? Any other neutral site games I've set up? Yeah, New England's in Jacksonville. I'm gonna edit it. The 2020 Chiefs and the 04 Patriots. I think it's in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's gonna be in the city that you beat because Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, Philly. At John F. Kennedy Stadium. So they'll be going to JFK Stadium for that game. Yeah, I think I've made that rule. Yeah, because they're at Atlanta Fulton. San Francisco Joe Robbie against 86 Broncos. That's going to be changed to. Yeah, they beat Denver, right? No, they beat Cincinnati. No, they beat Cincy. At Riverfront. They're going to go to Riverfront. And that's it. Yeah. Washington, they'll be in Buffalo, right? Yeah, you're in Buffalo. Yeah, because the Patriots thing's in Atlanta, where they beat Atlanta. Buffalo's only got like 1 or 2 stadiums. And it will be Rich Stadium that will host that game. All right, so that's all. 26 games in the books. Will there be more action next week? I hope so. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do